Hello everyone, Niev here, and I have a brand new deck. It's still in its wrapping and everything. This is the Lakshmi Oracle, and I got this because I will be focusing on the Hindu goddess Lakshmi for the month of September, and in fact I think this video is going to go up in September. Hold on, let me get a sharp object. All right, just sliced it a little bit with these scissors. All right, so... and I think I got this, so yes, here we go. Yeah, so I'm filming this in like mid-August, but this is, I'm not planning for this to go up until September, so it's going to be a little while until this one goes up. Yeah, but I just wanted to, I just got it in today. Today is August 12th, I believe. Anyway, so... the month of September for me is dedicated to the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. Really excited for this. Oh, look at these cards. Ooh, these are pretty. Nice. So I do plan to use this deck. We got some little extras here. It's going to be my daily pull, morning pull, if I remember to do them for the entire month of September, but I do still plan to use it after that as well. Let me open this. There we go, finally. Oh, the cards are actually quite nice. I wasn't sure what to expect, but they are quite nice. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. All right, so, yeah, they're pretty sturdy. They're not too thick, but real bendy, too. I'm going to try shuffling at the end. Yeah, I like it. So here's the backs. A nice, beautiful lotus. Nice. And here are the cards, and I don't know how many there are. Let me see if it says on the box. Let's see. It does not say. This is Rockpool, by the way. Cardstock's pretty good. Is Rockpool one of the ones that have the not so great cardstock? I don't know. But this cardstock's quite nice. We'll see how it shuffles later on. I'm just trying to see if it says how many cards are in here. It's not too many, but let's see. Oh, okay, they've got them numbered, so 36. All right, so about the same as a Lenormand deck. So, and I know some people are not happy with that number. I think a lot of people would want to have like at least 44 cards, but this is not bad. So I'm not going to try to say what is on the card here, but it says down here, God of Spiritual Growth. Bhuma Devi is Mother Earth. Brahma. So it is lots of different deities. It's not just Lakshmi, but it is the Lakshmi Oracle. And we will look at the book in a moment. Chandra, the moon god. Dhanvatri, god of medicine. Nice. Now, I do have a Hindu practice. Mostly I honor various Hindu deities. Ganga, goddess of the Ganges. Garuda, carrier of Vishnu. We actually had a cat named Vishnu. Mother of devotion. Gopal, lord of the cows. I'm not going to read each one of these. Hanuman. All right. God of loyalty. But yeah, and probably my two main deities are Ganesha and Lakshmi. I have a Ganesha tattoo on my arm, which you can't, I can't bend down to show you, but, and I do eventually plan to get a Lakshmi tattoo as well. Here's Lakshmi, number 16, goddess of good fortune, and Lord Ganesha right after, remover of obstacles, Lord Shiva, god of destruction, Mariamman, mother goddess of women. Nice. I've never actually heard of her, so this will also be a little bit of a learning experience for me as well. Divine enchantress, Murugan, god of war and justice. Nice. It's very similar to on Morrigan, the Irish goddess, who is a warrior goddess. Very similar. Nityananda Prabhu, deliverer of the fallen. Parvati. I also like Parvati. I connected a lot with Parvati when I was a young mother. Like, you know, having my babies and stuff, I really connected to that energy, the goddess of love and fertility. All right, mother of all mothers. Nice. Santoshi Mata, and this is goddess of satisfaction. Sarasvati, goddess of wisdom and healing. I like her as well. Sita Devi, goddess of virtue. Sri Krishna, the supreme god. Sri Radha, supreme goddess of love. Sri Rama, king of Dharma. Sri Vishnu, maintainer of the universe. Surya, the sun god. Tulsi Aman, goddess of Tulsi plants. I used to grow Tulsi plants. Varahi Aman, demon slayer and destroyer of evil. That's a little hard for me to read right now. I'm not wearing my glasses, and the light lettering against this kind of magenta background was a little difficult for me to read. But and then Yamuna Devi, goddess of purification. So really nice. Let's see how it shuffles real quick. I think this is going to be a side shuffler. We'll see. It's interesting that there's 36 cards. It's like a Lenormand. I don't mind the smaller oracle number. I know a lot of people would prefer oracles to be like at least 40 or at least 44 cards, even at least 50 cards. And to me, it really, really depends on what the oracle is. I think there's some oracles that really could have been more cards, and you know, it seems like I don't know what the right word is, like it's not worth it or something, because it costs too much for the amount of cards you get, something like that, you know, and that I completely understand. But then there's other things, like I really, really do not mind that there's only 36 cards in this. To me, this is a devotional deck. I don't need a gajillion cards. I just need the important ones. And I bought this when it had when the price had gone down a little bit on Amazon. I think it's normally around $24-ish, but I got it for $20, so that was a nice small little discount there. All right, so it did shuffle. I don't think I can bridge this. I'm going to try side shuffling one more time, see how this goes. There is a bend. Oh, I did bridge it a little bit. There was a nice bend to it. It wasn't like super bendy, but there was a bend. All right, so let's put this here. And I grabbed a pile of decks. One was already over here, so I was just like, sure, I'll grab this, and a few other ones. So let's see. First, I grabbed. This was right by me because this is the deck that I'm using right now, and this is the Gentle Tarot. It is the mini version. Yeah. All right, so and in fact, just a few moments ago, I did my Venus in Virgo reading. So, which it goes up on my channel on the 13th of August, which is tomorrow as I film this. But when this video goes up, it's going to be long past. All right, so, and I did think that this would go nicely with this, and it does. I mean, this does look nice. Let me get this a little more centered here. So, very interesting. So we have the Demon Slayer and Destroyer of Evil in between the Hanging One and the Four of Wands, which kind of that sense of stability. And so I can see how this, like I think maybe we're starting at a place of confusion maybe with the Hangman. Or Hanged One, and then the Destroyer of Evil sort of steps in here, and then we get a more structured outcome. So that is very interesting. Then we have Kasi Visalakshi. I do apologize if I mess up any of the pronunciations. That is absolutely not my intention. Yeah, but Hindu practices is something that has been a part of my life for quite some time, and it is on my list, my bucket list of languages to learn Hindi. So here we go. So this is the goddess of liberation between the Flower of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, and Temperance. That makes a lot of sense, and I like that. All right, and then we have Bhumadevi, Mother Earth, between the Chariot and the Devil. That's interesting. Wow. And I definitely like the way these look with these cards. I don't know. The colors seem to go quite well. All right, I'll do one more with this, just so that we can see here. Oh, okay, so we've got Lakshmi in between the Four of Cups and the Two of Wands. Nice. All right, so I'm going to grab another deck. So I also grabbed the Prisma Visions Tarot by James R. Eads. And I mean, this is the bag I made for it, and I embroidered a lotus on it. So how perfect is that? Yeah, so I thought this would go well with the colors. You know, this deck, along with the Cosmovisions, tends to go well with a lot of other decks, as I've noticed. And I have the mini version in a tin, and I do like this version. I initially was not happy with the mini version, and I had kind of wished I had gone with a larger version of the Prisma and Cosmo Visions, but honestly, over time, I've really gotten used to this size, so I don't know, I'm here with it now. So Lakshmi in between the Ten of Wands and Judgment, Goddess of Good Fortune. So, yeah, so, I wonder if she's trying to tell us to be a bit more discerning with our fortune, with the good things that come our way. Maybe one way I might read this is, instead of asking Lakshmi for help in increasing finances, maybe there's this sense of unloading some of those burdens, and because of that, we're able to make better decisions. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let me grab another one here. So we have Ganga in between the Nine of Chalices and the Seven of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, so it's a lot of slow-moving energy here, and the river is a very slow-moving energy. I like this, and I do like the way this looks with this deck. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of with James R. Eads' work. It's very impressionistic, and that style of artwork, I find I'm able to. It's able to evoke certain emotions to me. Like I almost sort of feel the art, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that sounds cheesy or something, but yeah. And because of that, it's a deck. His artwork feels very deep to me and like emotionally deep. Because of that, it's very impressionistic. So we have Garuda, carrier of Vishnu, between the Six of Chalices and the Sun. Wow. Actually, quite like that. And it does have that like very golden energy here. Okay, and then we have the Moon with the God of Medicine in the middle and the Three of Wands. Now we have Mother of Devotion between the Tower and the Lovers. Wow, what some strong energies here. Like, look at that. I almost feel like there's like a crumbling of devotion and like a rekindling of that love. And it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It can be a love of anything, really, anyone or anything, or the self. But it's kind of tapping into that devotion and finding devotion to overcome this catastrophic event, and seeking the partnership or the love and devotion. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a person. It maybe even a deity devotion, something like that. All right, and then we have Hanuman God of Loyalty between the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. All right. Okay, I can see that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? In general, I'm really liking this with the Lakshmi Oracle here. All right, so I'm going to go to the next deck. So the next one is a deck that I actually often use with the Goddess Lakshmi, and that is my Crystal Visions Tarot. Here it is. And, you know, obviously this kind of color scheme is something that I use a lot with Lakshmi. So this kind of purples and magentas, very jewel-toned. Yeah. All right, so here's Crystal Visions. Get it out of its box here. All right. Split. So we have the God of Loyalty, Hanuman, between the Nine of Cups again, and the Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups was earlier in this when it was it one of the, I think it was one of the first deck from the Gentle Tarot. So this is interesting. Let me move to the next thing here. The colors, like, I'm not sure how I feel about the white borders with this, but I do love this deck with Lakshmi. So even if it's not like the perfect, like visually, compared to the other ones, even though the colors are still quite nice, it's not as nice as the other two, I think, as visually, but I do think this is something that could talk well to each other, considering that I do use this deck quite a bit with Lakshmi. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands with the Divine Enchantress in the middle. Interesting. And of course, I'd have to read more into the book a little bit to sort of understand some of this. The Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles with the Goddess of Satisfaction in the middle. And finally, let's see, the God of War and Justice between the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. Wow, that's a lot of energy, like aggressive kind of energy here. I do like this. It's not quite as good as the other two, I think. And I think it's the borders that are sort of messing this up a little bit. If this was borderless, I think this would go fantastically because these colors are pretty nice together. But the borders sort of separate them a little bit. But I still think this will probably be the one that I use the most with it, just because this deck I use with Lakshmi a lot. All right, so I have one more tarot deck and a couple of oracles. Okay, finally I have the Zeke's Arcana, and I thought this just might be fun. So, and the colors seem to be like something that might match. Like with the first one I pulled out, the Gentle Tarot, I kind of just pulled that out because it happened to be out already, and also because I kind of thought the colors would look nice, and they did. I really like that. And then the Prism of Visions, I felt like the colors would definitely go, and they did. That was probably my favorite of the bunch visually. And then Crystal Visions I pulled out because it's a deck I use with Lakshmi. So this one I'm pulling out just because it's cool, it's interesting, the colors are neat. I thought maybe we could give this a go. And I'm certain it will look nice, and it does. I mean, it does look lovely. I'm gonna take down this pile a little bit. So here we go. All right, we have Sarasvati between the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords. Interesting. So Goddess of Wisdom and Healing between this sort of messenger energy and the Two of Wands, which kind of gives me a medical vibe too, the Two of Wands. That's interesting. And then we have Sri Krishna, the Supreme God, between the Ten of Pentacles, which is excellent, and the Queen of Wands. That's my significator, so that's really nice. I mean, visually, this looks stunning. I mean, I really, really enjoy this one. I'm just going to go through a few here. And then one more, and I can see on my phone here that my daughter, who is at her friend's house, is asking me if she can stay the night. And the answer is going to be no, because we are going to a theme park tomorrow. All right, we've got the Magician and the Hangman with the Deliverer of the Fallen in between. That's really interesting. One more. Ooh, all right. So Lord of the Cows between Death and the Five of Pentacles. Wow. That's very interesting. All right, so I actually quite enjoyed this. I thought this looked beautiful. Oops, I totally messed this up. All right, so I'm going to switch to a couple of the oracles now, and I'm also going to pause this and message my daughter and tell her, no, you can't stay the night. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so she wasn't asking to stay the night. She was asking to stay for dinner, and I said, text Dad, because I'm in the middle of recording a video. So let's see. I also pulled out the Starseeds oracle here. This is not a deck I use very often. Yeah, I think it came in a Witch's Roots box, I think. They are very pretty. I mean, they're just starry backgrounds here, and then the messages can be kind of wooey, but some of them are okay. Let's maybe do it like this. So I'm not sure if that's really showing up nicely. So that might be cool, and then maybe having a reading on either side. And let me see, did I grab a Lenormand? Here we go. I did grab a Lenormand. I grabbed the Modern Sybil Lenormand. So maybe what I could do is, I can maybe try to figure something out here. Maybe I can move this to the side, this over here, and we can do like a little 6-card thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might be interesting. I'm kind of out of frame here, but let me see. Like if we did something like that, and so let me do one card at a time here. So we have Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul, and then we have Sri Radha, Supreme Goddess of Love, and then we have Stork, Sun, Birds, Tower, Clouds, and Man. That's pretty cool. I mean, this could be a reading of some sort. Yeah. Let me just... Next one is Chandra. We might be seeing some repeats, by the way. I just shuffled this. So Chandra with let's see, Free Spirit right here. To be a free spirit is a float without walls. Is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. Interesting. And then, like, let me just lay down another 6 cards here. Woman. Ooh. And they Knight, too. Woman, the Moon on top of the Sun. That's funny. Cross. House. Fox. And Mice. So this could be a cool setup for a reading, using this with Lenormand. And there's 36 cards in here, so I could also like I have a video on my channel, a spread creation video with creating spreads for Lenormand, in a way, because Lenormand is very grid based, so you can, yeah, anyway. I mean, go check out that video if you're interested, but in my video I kind of used other cards behind oracle cards, so I mean Lenormand cards, so kind of like if I did a 6 card like that, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I would read the Lenormand reading and read the cards that they fell on as well. Almost like a house situation in Lenormand, like reading the houses. But anyway, this was fun. I liked this. And the final thing I wanted to try with this, I pulled out the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Right now I have it temporarily in this bag that I made like probably 12-ish years ago. It's one of my old bags that housed nothing right now, but it's temporarily in this bag. But it's the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and I believe this is Kali on here. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to, I could potentially fit this in here. In fact, I have another bag. Oh, right here. Sorry, I'm not even going to edit that out. It's the same, from the same batch. So I could potentially put these in here. Let me see. And obviously it's a Hindu themed, and I made it probably 12 plus years ago. It's a little, like, it barely fits. It definitely wouldn't fit the box in here, but it does fit, so I'm not against that. But I do prefer to hold, like, if I have a box that is form-fitting to the cards, I prefer to keep them in the bags. But, yeah, so I kind of wanted to see what this might look like. This is Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I'm just going to take a chunk here so that it's not so high above this. And see how an astrology reading might look with this. And I am way off center. Let me... Like, I'm a little on center with the pentacle background, but off center with how my camera is facing here. But yeah, I thought it might be cool to pair these together. And this would be very much a, like, very, what is the words I'm trying to look for? Cosmic sort of reading. And, you know, we could pull in the Star Seed Oracle for this as well. But yeah, I feel like this would give deeper readings. I'm not, my words are not here right now. So we have Mars in Leo, egotism, and Moon in Libra, companionship, with Parvati, goddess of love and fertility, in the middle. And there's a lot we could kind of read into that. That's very interesting. Let's do one more here. We have Jupiter in Libra, and the Sun in Virgo, and then we have Goddess of Purification in the middle, which makes sense for Sun in Virgo, and Health and Negotiation. That's really interesting. I like this. Yeah, I feel like the readings with this would be very deep. And then Lord Ganesha, that's a good one. Innovation. So. Jupiter in Aquarius and Moon in Aquarius with Lord Ganesha in the middle. I like that. Yeah, this one's a good one. I like this one. All right, so that worked. You know, before I put this away, this was kind of a crime that I didn't already have this pulled out, but I also want to pull out the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, of course, because, of course, you know. And it was the Ganesha card that helped me remember that, which this is very interesting. I feel like, I wonder if it would look better if it was like this in the center. And then maybe if I use this with this one, I would just take out the Ganesha card. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. All right, so let me split this like that. And let's take a big chunk off here. Let's see. I've got a bunch going on my desk now. This is really pretty. Look at that. I mean, this works. I like this better than how I had it before with this one in the middle. Yeah, I definitely like this one better, like this. And we have, ooh, hello. There we go. We have Lord of the World and Mother Goddess of Women with Insight in the middle. Fascinating. All right, so I don't want to do too much of this because I already did a lot of these. So I want to pull out the book a little bit, and we can kind of look at the book and see what's in here. So let me actually shuffle this real quick. And I'm going to pick out a random card, and we'll see what the book says about it. Do a little shuffle. All right, let's see. We have Lakshmi. I mean, that's perfect. All All right, and let's see the book here real quick. So it is curious to me that it's the Lakshmi Oracle, yet it is a deck of Hindu deities. It's almost like a Hindu deity oracle. So I find it interesting that it's specifically called the Lakshmi, and then this beautiful artwork of Ganesha here. Now, who is this done by? Elizabeth Jensen, illustrated by Jivanandam S, because there is a space here. So Jivanandam. Now I do apologize if I said that incorrectly. All right, so let's see, introduction, how to use the cards and card spreads. So there's an introduction here. I have no idea if it explains why they called this the Lakshmi Oracle. Let's see. The Lakshmi Oracle was given to me as a boon from Lakshmi. Okay. The much-loved and very popular Hindu goddess of good fortune, abundance, and prosperity. She can grant these gifts to those who request it from her as a boon or blessing. I was guided by her at all times as I wrote. As she is a mother goddess, she prefers her followers to study and learn over time to ensure they have good fortune and abundance for a lifetime, which is why all of her followers aren't necessarily wealthy. After I was asked to trans-channel messages for 3 years in a row from Lakshmi at large pujas in Sri Lanka, in honor of her birthday, I realized I had attracted great financial abundance, and I definitely I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I do apologize. Experience ongoing good fortune in my life. My ability to assist many people in often seemingly miraculous ways, such as in large group healings, through individual blessings, whenever I am in Sri Lanka and online, is a wonderful gift from Sarasvati and Lakshmi. So let's see. I just want to see. So the artist is a traditional Hindu temple artist in southern India, which is nice. So I believe it's a general book of deck of deities, but because the author was I'm trying to find the right words. She was asked to create this by Lakshmi. That is why she called this the Lakshmi Oracle. So, working with Hindu deities, I definitely will read this. Blessing cards, reading for other people. All right, so card spreads, we've got this one here. So past, present, near future, and long-term future. So it's kind of a past, present, future with an added card. Then this one, let's see. The first card is past, present, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12 month, and overview. Fascinating. That's an 8-card spread. I like that. I'm not sure I like that for this deck though. But I do like the idea of using decks in this sort of fashion, timing sort of situations. So let me find card number 16. And we can read about this Lakshmi card and how we might interpret this in a reading. So, Lakshmi. I really should go grab my glasses, but all right. Goddess of good fortune. Lakshmi is a very popular goddess of beauty, abundance, wealth, power, and good fortune. All right. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Channeled message from Lakshmi. A little bit of information about her right there. Guidance from Lakshmi. So in love, abundance, work, /business, education, future. I really like this. I really like when decks do something like that because it helps understand the message specific to the question. So I really like that. Blessings from Lakshmi for good fortune, to receive prosperity, health, and wisdom for you and your household. Light an oil lamp or candle in front of the Lakshmi card and add some pink lotus flowers if you can, or any pink or gold flowers, and burn some incense or diffuse frankincense or cedarwood essential oil. Place the Vishnu, Ganesha, and Sarasvati cards next to the Lakshmi card. Then place bananas, a coconut, and some sweets wrapped in gold foil in a bowl in front of the Ganesh card. Break open the coconut, place a pink lotus flower inside it, and offer it to Lakshmi. I really like that. It was like a full, almost like a spell there. I really like that. And then there's a mantra. Oh, I love this. There's a mantra added to this. So I'm going to pick a random, so let's for abundance. So guidance from Lakshmi, abundance. Abundance and good fortune are coming to you and will stay with you. Of course. Future. Lakshmi and good fortune will be your long-term companions. A successful marriage or partnership is coming with a faithful partner. I mean, that's very specific. Future travel is possible. I mean, that's pretty general. I mean, one of that is very specific and one is a little too general, but so not perfect, but I really liked the, how to give a blessing or ask for blessings from Lakshmi. And very detailed too. I really enjoyed that. All right. So that is the Lakshmi Oracle. It is really a deck of Hindu deities, and I quite like this. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!